Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Iredale and thank you so much for watching. So today we are doing a full glam. I'm going to a wedding tonight and I want to look damn good. Look today. So this is the look I came up with. I hope you really like it. I love it. It's a little intense on the eye, but I'm here for it. It matches my dress perfectly. So I'm going to kind of take you through my whole thing of getting ready kind of from start to finish. So if you want to see what it looked like fully at the end of this video, then keep on watching. Thanks guys. Alright you guys, so today we're starting a little bit differently. So I never do this, but I decided to do my eyes first. So I did one eye first off camera and we're going to do the second one on camera so you can see how I did it. So here's the big reveal. We're going to a wedding tonight. Ta-da! We're going super smoky. Look at that lid. She's cute. She's cute. It's like got blue reflex in it. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's got blue reflex in it and my dress is pretty much this exact color. So I'm pretty pumped. I even have a lash on, even though it's so dark you can't really tell. But I'm really loving how this looks. So let's do the other eye on camera and see what happens. Let's see if we can match them. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Alrighty, there we go. Don't mind my robe. I'm getting dressed in a little bit. Also, shout out to you know who for getting me this cute ass mirror. Love it. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lid. So I did do my brows off camera. I do have concealer underneath them. And then on top of that, if I could find it because I'm a big old mess, I'm going to use this Terra Mare eyelid primer. It's supposed to be long lasting, so your shadows last all night. Which is extremely tricky, I feel like, for dark looks because they tend to transfer and crease and all of that, but we can put that to the test. So I'm going to be using two palettes today. I'm going to be using the Violet Voss Essentials palette and then this guy and the beautiful in Barcelona BH Cosmetics palette. I've never used BH Cosmetics shadows before and I really enjoyed them, so this time, and the Violet Voss palette I used the other day and I really liked that as well. So we're going to use both of them and get this bomb ass look. Down on my face it's a little red. I did that dermaplaning earlier, so my skin is a little bit pink. So first off, I'm going to start with the color La Rambla in the beautiful in Barcelona. This is literally just a nude. This is just to set everything, give us a base, brightens everything. See the difference? It's got pigment for sure. We'll see, we'll play with that side, see. So the next thing, sorry, I'm on my sniffling. I know I sniffle in every video, I apologize, but it is what it is. All right, next, let's do, we're gonna dip into the color Sand in the Violet Voss palette. It's kind of like an orangey yellow, I guess. It looks more yellow on camera, but in person it's more orange. So this will just go kind of also in the crease. Nice. Next, we're going to go with Stone from the BH Cosmetics palette. So Stone's like a cool tone, like a taupe. I will say both of these palettes have a decent amount of kick up, meaning the like loose shadow that comes off when you dip into it. They both have a good amount, so just so you know that. I mean, they both work really well, so it's not that big of a deal. But just so you're aware. Alright, so that's how we're looking. I am taking it pretty close to my brow bone just because it kind of gives you a bigger lid, more space to work with. This Beautiful in Barcelona palette is probably one of the prettiest palettes I've seen in a long time. I did swatches, so I'll insert a swatch. I did some on my IGs. So I'll insert swatches from both palettes as I knock everything over on my desk. So you guys can see what they look like all swatched out. But it is a beautiful palette. And it's 16 bucks at Ulta, so really affordable as well, which I appreciate. Next up, let's go in with... I don't keep doing that. Dulce over here. It's like a brown. The biggest problem with doing one eye first and then the other eye is that you have to remember what you did. Remembering stuff is not my forte. I think I got it. So that's how we're looking. Pretty like a neutral base. So now I'm going to take the black in the Violet Voss palette, and I'm using one of the Moda brushes. These are the really cool like rubbery black ones. My green in this palette is shattered, so I'll have to fix it, but we're just going to do black, and we're just going to kind of do that all over the lid to give us a base for our shimmer. Black's a scary color to work with shadows. You just got to kind of go slowly and build it up, because it can obviously get out of control really easily. I'm gonna go almost with like a liner brush and just get really close to my lash line. You don't want any of your kind of skin showing through. Get back in with this fluffy guy in the black. As you can see too, obviously I'm doing my eyeshadow first, which I never do. I usually do my base first, but because I didn't know exactly what direction I was going into, but I knew I wanted it to be smoky, I feel like it was safer to do this first and then do my base so we don't get black shadow everywhere. I'm going to go back into that brown Dulce and just kind of go over the edges here. Let me take a tiny little brush and get in my corner. I'll probably pop on an inner corner highlight on both. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But that is on the agenda. So next I'm going to dip into Mediterranean, which is this guy, and Flamenco, which is this guy. So I'm going to do Mediterranean first, all over. So that's what that looks like, really beautiful. Blue. I initially just did this first, and then I liked Flamenco so much, so I figured why not pop it on. That's what it looks like just with Mediterranean. And now I'll go with Flamenco, which is really beautiful. It's a little bit like chunkier with glitter too, so it just gives off a different like look. Ugh, I'm obsessed. Look how beautiful that is. I can't take it, these two. This palette is gorgeous. The shimmers in here are just insane. And then the transitions that they've picked, the matte shades I should say, are also beautiful. So all around I think it's a really beautiful palette, and I was super excited to use it. So now I'm going to take just like a flat little brush like that and put Flamenco and then just kind of tuck it closer in. Okay. Hopefully this all stays like on the lids and it's not like all over by the end of the night, but There's a very good chance that'll happen. So now I'm just going to dip back into Sand and Stone, which are my transition shades, and just kind of touch up everything. Okay. So that's how we look. So now I'm going to take same 2 shades, Sand and Stone, and take it on like a dome brush and run that under the lower lash line. Do a little more. Ow. Don't put it on your eyeball, that doesn't feel good, I promise. I'm going to take this little flat guy and dip it into the black in the Violet Voss palette and just go really close to my lash line. And then we're going to go with some black liner and kind of smoke everything out even more. Okay. So now I'm going to take the NYX, get it, NYX Light On Glide On Stay On, and definitely a Turn On Extreme Shine eyeliner. We are going to do our waterline. We're also going to tightline. Ugh, feels horrible. Okay. So that just kind of smokes everything out a little bit more. Hopefully it really does stay on like it says in the name. And we'll see. So that's pretty much the eyes all done. Let's find an inner corner highlight. I'm thinking maybe Exquisite from the BH Cosmetics palette. We'll take that on like a tiny little brush. I would do it with my finger, but I have these nails on, so I can't really do it that well. I'm just gonna take another little flat brush. Tuck that in here. Just a smidge. All right, so that's how the eyes are looking. I really like it. Let's put on a tiny bit of mascara. I'm gonna do the Honest Beauty mascara and just coat my upper lashes for right now. And then we'll put on some falsies. I really like this mascara. You can get it at Target for I think like 14 bucks. And it really, you can't see it now obviously because everything is so dark, but it gives you a lot of volume and a lot of lift. And it has a primer side, which I didn't use today because like I said, we're not really going to see my lashes, but that primer makes a huge difference if you're using it on its own. Just to keep that in mind. So for lashes, I got some Ardell Wispies. I actually got a 2-pack, so they have a pair of Wispies and they have a pair of just like black, I guess is a style. And then it has a glue and it has one of those little, these little pincher guys. So I'm using Wispy and I clipped off just a tiny bit on the front end. And we'll put some glue on, and it did make it easier with this, what's it called? Can't think, whatever this little tweezer thing is called. I feel like the biggest thing about lashes is getting the timing right of like when the glue is dry. I feel like I always try to put it on when they're too wet and then it doesn't work out. So I'm gonna let these dry for a second. Ooh, stuck to me. And we'll go from there. All right. God, I haven't done my eyes this dark in a long time, but I feel like it matches perfectly with my dress. Like I said, it's not picking up that great on camera. I wonder if I like do. There we go. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. I'm I'm gonna curl my lashes. I've gotten more into using eyelash curlers again since I got my eyelashes tinted, because I did it for a while when I was like in high school. I used to curl them all the time, and then I stopped, and now I'm kind of doing it again because I got them tinted, so I'm not really I don't have to put mascara on every day like I used to, so that's kind of nice. But if you're not careful with your eyelash curl, you can pinch the shit out of yourself. But they're both on. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Let's move on. Move on from that shit. Alright, so the eyes are done. Let's move on to the face. So I did put on some of my Ole Henriksen Banana Brightening Primer first. And then now I'm going to put on a little bit of that Tatcha Silk Canvas to fill in our pores. Here where you want it to be super smooth. I'm excited because I got the Pure Love Your Selfie foundation, so we're going to test that out today. I'm real pumped about that guy. To be careful because I did my brows already, even though I can fix them, obviously. Not a big deal. This really does feel like a really nice primer. I might splurge eventually and get it. I don't know yet. Still thinking about it. Alright, so this is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. So it can double up as both, which is cool, you know, pretty cool. And I got the color LN6. I was going to get a different shade. They didn't have it, so this one also looked like it could match because they have like 100 shades, so their shade range is pretty crazy. But I figured let's apply this. Let me find my brush. Apply it with my Morphe. Ooh, goodness. My Morphe Y6 brush. So it has a pump, and then it also has one of these, a doe foot. Ooh. So we're going to use the pump for now. Let's pump her out, see what I did put a little, oh, that's way too much, son of a bitch. Because this is supposed to be, like, you need very little, so that was dumb. We probably have to bronze up a good amount because I did a little bronzing on the skin, on like my legs and stuff. But I've heard really, look at that, holy shit, amazing things about this. So I was very excited to test it out. Wow. Look at that. Nothing, something. And I pumped out way too much like an idiot. I don't know why I did that, but especially because I've seen people use it and say it's like a little bit goes a very long way. I don't know why I felt the need to do all that, but we'll see if we can get it back in the hell. Where are you? There you are. So now let's just put some under the eyes, I guess. Concealer. All right, we look flawless. So that was the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. Really, really nice. I highly recommend you guys check it out if you're in the market for something kind of medium to full. It's pretty full, I would say. All right, so we did concealer, so we don't have to do that, which is nice. I don't I might set just like the tiniest bit using my Jeffree Star Magic Powder in Rose. Just like really tiny amount. It smells so good. It smells like cotton candy. Just kind of set where I get really oily. Alrighty. We look like a ghost. We look like a ghost. Okay. Next. What are we gonna do? Alright, so for bronzer, we're gonna use the Pure Cosmetics Bronzing Act Matte Bronzer in Light. And just this random fluffy brush. So instead of like swiping, I'm just doing kind of pressing motions just because I don't want to move the foundation. Forehead. This bronzer I really like too. It's not too dark, it's not too warm, it's not too cool, and it smells like chocolate. It smells delicious. I gotta do a good amount of the face because we're so light. I figured we're using the Pure foundation, we might as well use the Pure bronzer since we have it. Next, let's do some blush. What do we want to do for blush here? Cream blush? Not cream blush. Cream blush. I do have this blush stick from Colourpop. This is 25.8. So maybe we'll pop this on. Oh, let's do highlighter first. So I've talked about it a couple times, but I have been absolutely loving the Josie Maran Enlightenment Illuminizer for highlighter. It's just so natural. I just think it's gorgeous. So it is a cream. I'm a cream girl. Live in a creamy world. It's gross. I don't know what that means. We'll just pop that on. It's just super natural. Like I just am obsessed with it. That might have been too much. Too much. Pull back. Pull back. Yeah, I just love that. It's beautiful. Okay, moving on. Blush. So let's go with the blush stick. And I just take like a fluffy brush like this guy and kind of just real technical with it. Real technical. And then I just pop it on. I love cream blush. I just think it like is so natural because it's not a powder. It kind of makes you look a little less makeup-y, if that makes sense. Maybe, at least in my eyes, it does. Probably bullshit, but whatever. Just to make you look a little flushed. So now let's spritz the face. We're pretty much getting down to the wire, almost done. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Coconut Priming Water. Missed the hell out of myself. Fan the hell out of myself. I want to make sure we don't look uber powdery. You know what I mean? Here we are. Alrighty. I like the way everything looks. Man, I'm into it. I'm into it. I think the skin looks great. That dermaplaning, if you have a lot of peach fuzz like I do, or dry skin like I do, that's a really awesome tool because it kind of takes all of that away and gives you a really smooth base, and your makeup lays so much nicer on top of that. Because a lot of times I struggle with, you know, my foundation looks weird, and 99% of the time it's because I have so much peach fuzz, and I don't like necessarily shaving it or whatever. It's blonde, so I don't care that much, but sometimes you want to, you know, not have all that. So now I'm actually really into the soap brow. I know I'm like years late to the party, but I think it really works in getting your brows to like stand up and look really more full. So I'm just going to do that really quick, and then we'll touch up the brows. My hair likes to grow like downward, so this is nice in keeping them, it really works in keeping them up. And this allows you to have like a really nice like wispier brow look. Let's do, I'll throw in some of my 100% pure pomade because I love that. My brows could use a little something right at the moment. My favorite, if I can find it, where are you? I guess you'll work, this is not it. But my favorite brow pencil, or, oh God, brow brush is from Glossy. It's a really nice one, but I can't seem to find it right at the moment. Just filling in kind of the front. Brows got a little lost with all the foundation and stuff, so I'm just kind of filling them back in. But I really enjoy this pomade, it's really nice. And 100% pure, per the name, is a clean brand. I don't know why I have this one spot right here that doesn't like take any color. Kind of annoying, but whatever. We have brows, they're on. Last but not least, let's do lips. Lips. I think because we're so dark on the eyes, we should do a neutral lip. Let's see what we got in here. Too pink. Too pink. Alright. For lip, I grabbed couple things, so we'll see how it all works. But I'm going to do the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in Bear to Comment. This is a nude, nudie pink, I think. And then I have the Lippie Stick in Aquarius from Colourpop. That looks nice, just like neutral. Keep it nude, neutral. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Liquid Lip in Sweet Tooth. It's part of their chocolate line. Just to neutralize some of that pink. Yeah, I like that. I'm feeling it. My eyes look so dark. Maybe it's too dark, but it's also too effing light. So this is what we got. Let's throw a little Bibbiddi gloss on there from Colourpop. My lips always look so wonky on camera. I hate that. I don't know why, but they do. I'm gonna throw some product in my hair, put my dress on, and we'll finish up this video. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. This is my dress with my little wrap thing over it, my cute little nude pumps, my tan leg. All right, you guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed my kind of full get ready with me. I'm super happy with how everything turned out. The makeup is fucking bomb. Look at that. My dress is bomb. My makeup's bomb. I'm pumped to go show it off at this wedding. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.